Ay, ay, ay. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is Keeper of the Dark Heart here with more The Legend of Eevee, Pokeflute of Time. We are at Chapter 6, Ranch Messing. And this is the last,
Messing with the ranch.
indeed. And this is the last of Opal's This is the third chapter that Opal has to read, then it'll start my three. So,
And I'm so sad about that. My next three are going to be amazing.
yes, if you just go look at the link that I'll be providing. She has 4, 5, 6. I'll have 7, 8, 9. Now, if you look at the chapters of 10, 11, and 12, which, keep in mind, those are her chapters, it's kind of missing.
I can't wait to see how it's done.
Oh, wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh, God.
On with the chapter.
Hang no. Alright.
Oh, goodness.
Why? What are you
Hold
doing
on a
wrong
minute.
now?
I got to answer the phone. Shut up.
Alright, we're pausing now. And we're back, folks. Apparently, Miss Spring here had to go do something important, which is more important than reading
I have
this.
this always. Well, actually, it wasn't more important than reading this. It was just more important than reading it with you.
She hurts me so much.
It's so much fun.
Anyways, on with the story.
Well, exactly.
Okay, and it's my line from the get-go. Oh, wow.
We had this conversation.
Hush! That's a time paradox.
Time paradox. I love paradoxes. Anyway, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thanks for giving me the Pokeflute lessons, Umbreon.
Yeah. You know you owe me 200 rupees.
What? Why?
I charge by the hour. It took you 3 hours to learn how to play 6 notes.
6 really hard notes.
Well, here we are, said Umbreon. They were standing just outside the gate to Hyrule Castletown, back in Hyrule Field. This is where I have to leave you. Is your friend going to be alright? She was referring to Togetic. Oh, that's right! Sorry. She was referring to Togetic, who was hovering beside them and still recovering from her failed hanging attempt. Yeah, I'll live, unfortunately. You'll find the Firestone in Goron City, high up on the slopes of Death Mountain. My village, Kakariko, is at the foot of that mountain, so drop by and visit. Now, please turn around and look away so I can make my dramatic exit. Confused, Pichu and Togetic turned around as Umbreon quickly ran away.
Whoa, she's gone.
Pichu gawked as he turned back around. Well, Pichu, sounds like you got a big job ahead of you, remarked Togetic. You have to travel up Death Mountain and find the Firestone, and you have to figure out where the third spiritual stone is. Plus, you should go back to Kokiri Forest and let Leafeon know you're alright. So, what are you going to do first? Pichu thought for a long moment before his eyes lit up.
I know! Let's stalk Igglybuff some more! Oh, dear.
Yay!
And quick question, if you guys are wondering why the
Yes.
audio is so not choppy compared to other times, that's a secret. Moving on.
But before we move on, I watched a clip, and it is Togetic.
It is Togetic? Really?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Really?
damn it.
You were wrong!
Well, blow me then.
Ew, well, maybe later. I'm not in the mood right now.
See, she's such a hard woman to please, ladies and gents.
I really am.
Moving on.
Sometime later. Well, here it is, Lon Lon Ranch. This is where Igglybuff lives, Togetic said as she and Pichu stood in front of the entrance. Whatever perverted thing you're thinking of doing, do it fast so we can get out of here. Pichu wandered into the ranch and opened the door to the stable. He was surprised to find a bunch of Miltanks standing around idly in the stables, while another Pokemon was shuffling around with a pitchfork.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen Igglybuff?
Pichu asked innocently.
Why is that fat oaf Wigglytuff the one who gets in charge? Well, I'm just a ranch hand.
He stood up straight and brandished his pitchfork.
The hard-working Raticate should be in charge, not him. Yeah, that's great, but you didn't answer my question. Well, you didn't answer mine. That wasn't a rhetorical question. Why the hell am I not in charge of this dump?
Maybe because you're ugly, suggested Togetic.
And fat.
Added Pichu. And smelly.
And kind of a jerk-ass. Alright, I get it.
Raticate snapped.
But mark my words, one day I will lead this ranch like I rightfully deserve. Everyone will realize what a hard-working, capable leader I am, and you two had better not forget it, understand?
He turned around and saw Pichu and Togetic had already left.
Mother. Yeah, I'm not...
Fucker.
Thank you for adding that.
You're welcome. Sometime later, Pichu next walked into the building across from the stable and found Wigglytuff sound asleep on the floor with a bunch of Torchics flapping around and swarming over him. We better not disturb him, said Togetic. I wonder how he sleeps through all that, though.
Let's ask him.
Pichu decided, walked over to Wigglytuff and started violently shaking him.
Hey, Wiggly dude, how do you sleep through all that? What the? Oh God, why did my voice crack like that?
Cried Wigglytuff, still half asleep.
Who are you? Get out of my house, damn it! I'm protecting the homestead.
He grabbed a shotgun and began firing wildly into the air. I guess it's because of the job security, Togetic decided.
What? Oh, it's you.
Wigglytuff said after a moment.
You were that kid putting all the moves on my daughter. Yes, sir.
Pichu said brightly.
And if you don't mind,
Wigglytuff pointed the barrel of the shotgun directly in his face.
Hey, don't do that! It was an accident, I swear!
You accidentally told her you had candy in your van, Togetic deadpanned. After a moment, Wigglytuff lowered the shotgun and laughed.
I'm just kidding, son. I know my daughter was too smart for you anyway. Well, what can I do for you? Feel like playing a game? I guess? Well, I'm gonna throw these 3 super Torchics into that gaggle of regular Torchics. You can pick up the super ones, I'll give you something neat. Oh man, how am I gonna be able to do that?
Pichu, I think they're the 3 shiny ones, Togetic muttered.
Okay, start looking.
Wigglytuff shouted, throwing the super Torchics into the group. No matter how many times Togetic said it, Pichu didn't seem to get that he was supposed to pick up the shiny ones. After choosing all of the other ones multiple times and always being told he was wrong, he finally started crying until Wigglytuff gave him a bottle of milk to shut him up. Sometimes that sounds just like you. You picked a good character.
Remind me not to kill you when I see you next time.
Well, that wouldn't be much fun if you didn't. Moving on!
Sometime later. Well, that was fun.
Pichu said as they wandered into the corral. You're more of an embarrassment every day, Togetic sighed. Pichu ignored her.
Hey, look, there's Igglybuff.
He cheered, running into the middle of the crowd where she was standing.
Hi, Iggly. Remember me?
Igglybuff turned and narrowed her eyes at him. Dude, I thought I filed a restraining order against you.
I burned it while you weren't looking.
Oh, well, as long as you're here, you might as well meet the horses, she said, leading him around and pointing out the various ponytails that were galloping around. Here's Susie, and Bridget, and Nancy, and Emily, and Violet, and Princess Stephanie, Sunshine, Lollipop, Sparkle, Rainbow. Stop it! You're giving me diabetes! Togetic shouted, covering her ears. Don't blame me. My dad named all of them, Igglybuff said defensively. Then she led them over to a little ponytail in the corner whose flames burned sky blue instead of orange. And this is Epona. She's my favorite 'cause she's shiny. I'm shallow like that.
Hi, Epona,
said Pichu, attempting to pet her. Dear Entei, you're ugly! Cried Epona, spinning him around and mule kicking him in the face before galloping off. You okay, Pichu? Asked Togetic, not sounding concerned.
My face. It's broken.
Pichu whimpered from where he was sprawled on the ground. Igglybuff thought for a moment. Well, if you like, I can teach you the song I used to call Epona. Maybe then she'll like you. Fat chance! Epona shouted from across the corral. You ready? The song goes like this, said Igglybuff, singing the notes to Epona's song. Pichu grabbed his Pokeflute and tried to repeat it.
Well, how was that?
Igglybuff and Togetic were twitching too violently to answer.
Screw you guys. All that matters is that Epona liked it.
At that moment, Epona came trotting up behind them. Pichu looked delighted.
Epona, you came back. You must have loved my song.
No, actually, I just came here to punish you for doing such a sucky job, Epona replied, mule kicking him again. Well, you'll pick it up eventually, Igglybuff assured him as he lay spread-eagled on the ground again. Just as soon as he can pick himself up, Togetic quipped. End of chapter.
So, what did you think of that chapter?
I want to say poor Pichu, but really, he brings it on himself.
Truly. It's like, why does he have to act like such a retard sometimes?
Probably because he is, and he takes after you.
Remind me not to kill you, seriously.
There would be no fun if you didn't try.
So yeah, that wraps up Chapter 6, Ranch Messing, and we will see you all for the next chapter. So until then, folks, take it easy.
Adio.
Bye-bye now.